Kenneth Williams takes the kickoff from his own 5-yard line, sprints left side, past the 20, across the 25, towards the 30, 35-40, 45-50. Did he step out of bounds? No, he keeps going. 30, 20, all the way, touchdown, Nebraska. 95 yards on the kick return TD. Kenneth Williams takes it to the house, and the Huskers lead 13-6. 2 receivers left, one to the right side. It's Elegon all alone. Komolafe in the backfield to Stone's right. Stone waits, has Wilson in motion, takes the snap, hands off Komolafe, right up the middle. He's in! Touchdown Northwestern. Komolafe's 11th rushing touchdown of the season has the Cats up 13-0. The Chippewas start on their own 25-yard line. 2 receivers left, one right. McIntosh, the lone receiver to the right side. Townsend in the backfield. Shotgun look. Snap goes to Labus, and it's fumbled! The snap was fumbled, and Northwestern has it. Michael Kilbane on top of it, and it's 3 consecutive turnovers from Central Michigan's offense, and Northwestern starts with it inside the 25-yard line. Single back set for Northwestern with Komolafe behind Stone in the pistol. 2 receivers to the left. The Wildcats start at Central Michigan's 23-yard line. Play action play. Stone drops back, looks over the middle of the field, fires toward the end zone. He's got a man. Touchdown Northwestern. It's the tight end, Lawson Albright, making the grab. He was left wide open, and he's got his first career touchdown grab. Huge third down here. 3rd and 2 from Northwestern's 27-yard line. Huskers with 2 receivers right. Lyndon Meyer, the tight end, on the right side of the line of scrimmage. Raiola takes the snap, flings out toward the right side. It's caught by Barney Jr., wrapped up short of the line to gain by Garner Wallace Jr. Came down from the safety position to make a huge tackle. And now decision time for Nebraska on 4th and short. Isaiah Mosey to the left of Raiola in the backfield at the shotgun look. Mosey gets the handoff right up the middle. Massive crease, gaping hole past the 40-yard line and into Northwestern territory. Across the 35. A big chunk gain of 21 on 2nd and 3 has Nebraska in Northwestern territory. Pistol look for the Cats. Tight end in motion toward the right side. 1 receiver to the right. Cats keep it on the ground. Hyman bursts forward, bounces off a tackle. He has space toward the right side, across the 20, across the 15, out toward the 10, and finally tugged out of bounds by Andrew Marshall. It was a lot of contact, a flag flown, some extracurriculars as Northwestern's offensive line, Deuce McGuire, the right tackle, picking up his running back in Hyman and making sure there weren't any extra words. 10:52 left in the 3rd quarter. 14-6 Nebraska lead. 1st and 10 for the Huskers. Screen pass outright. Barney Jr. has it, and he's tackled for a loss. Robert Fitzgerald into the backfield on the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on 1st and 10. Snap from the pistol. It's off to Hyman, the ball carrier. Spins out toward the right side. Scoots upfield and out of bounds. 1st down run. Gain of 11 on the play for the speedy running back. 1:15 left. Stone gets the snap from the 33-yard line. Looks left. Now across the field. Has Amarazi across the 50-yard line. He sprints past the 40 toward the 35 and finally tugged down by Dakota Cochran. This Northwestern offense starting to find something. 34-0 Northwestern lead as Central Michigan back out there on their own 14-yard line, ready to start their first drive of the 4th quarter.
Northwestern looks well on its way to extending its bowl game win streak to 6. Most recently playing in the Las Vegas Bowl against Utah 2 years ago. That was a close, low-scoring
This one has a different vibe.
Different feel. You were at that game in Las Vegas, and I'm sure you'd be the first to say, very different tone to that game.
12 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Labus gets Dryden in motion off toward the left side. 1 receiver on each side of the formation. Labus throws left side. It's caught by Lewis somehow. It was tight coverage on the far side of the field and a flag down.
I think they might get a roughing the passer penalty. Mac Uline was charging towards Labus, hit him a little bit low
Personal
on
foul.
the play.
Illegal block below the waist, number 22. There was a block from the side.
That.
Half the distance to the goal. We'll replay 1st down.
So movement back. Marquette Dorsey Jr. was in coverage, the true first year from Wayne, New Jersey, and you're starting to see some of those first years get some opportunities now in this football game.
The rare block below the waist call, and that was a nearly disastrous play for Central Michigan, is breaking on that ball. It looked like Cole Shivers had a chance to pick that ball off, but still a positive result for Northwestern, a 7-yard penalty assessed.
So now 1st and 17. from their own 7. Central Michigan operates. Labus hands off to Townsend, right side, barreling past the 10-yard line and dropped by 2 Northwestern tacklers.
Just because it's a 34-0 game, Adam, does not mean the physicality has gone away. You can still hear the pads crashing. These two sides still just playing just as hard as they were in the first quarter. A huge hit on that one.
Elijah Jones with the tackle. Central Michigan huddles up. Ball, it's 13-yard line, 2nd and 11. 11:09 left in the fourth quarter. 34-0 lead for Northwestern. 2 receivers left, 1 right for the Chippewas on 2nd and 11. Lewis comes in motion off toward the left side. Labus gets the snap, looks over the middle of the field, has a man. It's Davis who picks up the first down out across the 25. It's a gain of 12 on 2nd and 11, and it moves the chains.
Everything has been underneath for the Central Michigan offense. They've been able to hit a few intermediate inbreakers, but we really haven't seen them even attempt to take downfield shots. Everything has been middle of the field, comeback routes, in-breaking routes, and Northwestern's defense has done a good job of, hey, we'll give them that. They're keeping everything in front of them. It's been a really impressive job. That's why it's still a 0 on the scoreboard.
10:24 left in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Receiver on each side of the field. Labus gets the snap, looks over the middle, steps up in the pocket, fires deep. He's got a man. Out toward the 40-yard line. It's off the fingertips of Lewis as he went airborne to try and reel it in. It was just a tad long, and it falls incomplete.
Almost on cue. Central Michigan takes a shot, and they had a man. Lewis had 2 to 3 steps on his defensive back. He was trailing in coverage. It was a bit of a far throw, but that ultimately was a play that could have been made, and a missed opportunity for a huge gain late in this one. Central Michigan still searching for points, for really any signs of offense. Still averaging just under 4 yards per play, 3.5 yards per play.
Trips left. Cornice in motion now, shotgun snap. Labus hands off to Cornice. He bounces right side across the 25 and is dropped at the 27 for a small gain of 2. It brings up 3rd and 8.
Just nothing going in the ground game for Central Michigan. It's been one of the stories of the game. Certainly the sacks will impact the box score, but now 29 carries, 64 yards. That's 2.2 a pop, and that's just not going to cut it against this Northwestern defense, and it sets up another 3rd and long. It feels like Central Michigan has been living in these 3rd and long situations. Their average 3rd down distance is in that long-range territory.
Break the snap with 10 on the play clock. 3rd and 8 from their own 27. 9:34 left in the game, trailing by 34. Central Michigan trying to keep the drive alive. Snap goes to Labus, he drops back, has a man toward the left, it's off toward Lewis, has plenty of room past the first down marker. He gallops out across the 45 and is tackled short of the 50. A little scamper prancing toward the midfield line. It's a 1st down for the Chippewas.
Great job by Labus, staying calm under pressure. A heat-seeking missile headed in his direction. And he stayed calm off the back foot as Elijah Jones was barreling in his direction. Delivered a wide open pass, and that scamper, it's the right word to describe it, out close to midfield.
Gain of 20 on the 3rd and 8. Now 1st and 10, inside 9 minutes to play. Receiver on each side of the formation. Labus takes the snap and hands off to Cornice. Bounces left side. He's tackled just past the 50-yard line into Northwestern territory at the 48. It's a gain of 5 on the 1st down run.
8.5 minutes to go in this game, and yeah, Northwestern, I don't think I'm breaking any news when I say Northwestern, I think is going to win this football game, but they are absolutely playing to keep this shutout intact. That is totally a matter of pride for David Braun, this defensive-oriented coaching staff and defensive-oriented roster. You know they want to keep a 0 on the scoreboard. This defense is still playing hard.
And now a timeout on the field for Northwestern.
Their first charge
Felt
timeout.
like they were a little bit on the ropes as we take a quick step aside. 8:11 to play in the fourth quarter. Northwestern 34, Central Michigan 0. You're listening to the Game Above Sports Bowl on WNUR Sports. 34-0 Northwestern leads, 8:11 left in the fourth quarter from Detroit. The Game Above Sports Bowl. 2nd and 5 for the Chippewas, as Central Michigan still in search of its first points on the afternoon. This has been a promising drive, 6 plays, 38 yards, taking up 3 minutes and 22 seconds as the Chips find themselves just past midfield.
Adam, and don't you go back to the first quarter when Central Michigan had the ball in Northwestern territory, missed a field goal, had a chance to go up 3-0, and since then feels like all Northwestern.
Well, it has 34 unanswered points. Labus claps his hands off to the running back, Cornice, who makes a move out across the 40-yard line, breaks free, past the 30 and shoved out of bounds by a pair of Northwestern defensive backs. Cornice, a nice job sliding through the offensive line and finding a crease out past the 30-yard line, and he's got a huge gain. First down for Central Michigan, a gain of 22 on the run.
It's the longest play of the day for the Chippewas, surpassing their previous long of 20. That's the only quote-unquote big play they've had all game that'll generate a Trump game.
7:35 left in the ball game. 34-0 Northwestern lead, but Central Michigan looking for points. Townsend gets the first down carry, and he's bottled up inside the 25-yard line. Gets a gain of 2 on the first down carry. 2nd and 8.
Just as I talked about with Northwestern's defense, playing for pride, trying to hold out a shutout. Central Michigan offense, you can say the same thing. Playing for pride, you do not want a 0 on the scoreboard. And a lot of these players' final games in the collegiate uniform.
It's not been any Nari Biggins today. We played in all 12 games in the regular season. He was the team's leading rusher for Central Michigan. It's been Cornice and Townsend. They've combined for 90 yards on 18 carries. Receiver right, one left. It's Lewis who comes across the formation. Labus gets the snap, rolls out right. Has a receiver long. Lewis toward the end zone, a leaping grab. Was he inbounds? He was, just shy of the goal line, caught at the 3-yard lines. He elevated for it and somehow got a toe inbounds. A hookup of 21 from Labus to Lewis. And the Chippewas have first and goal inside the 5.
They're going to take another look at this. I think he did get 1 foot down, and almost on back-to-back plays, 2 of the biggest plays of the game. They're going to take another look at this. It's close with those white cleats on that white sideline. Whether or not he got a toe in or not.
Central Michigan is trying to go quickly. It seems like they'll let that play. And now we get the whistle on the far side of the field.
Timeout, Central Michigan. This
But
is
it's
their first
from
timeout
Central
of the
Michigan
half.
just calling a
30
timeout,
seconds
so it
in the lead.
appears like that will be a catch.
Correction, medium.
I think the play clock was about to expire on Central Michigan and back them up to the 8-yard line. So Matt Drinkall calling a timeout to prevent that from happening. But what a play, a leaping catch over the head of John Stevens to snag that one, and this is as close as Central Michigan has been all game long on the doorstep at the 3-yard line.
34-0, Northwestern leads Central Michigan, searching for its
If
first
the game
points.
clock operator could please reset the game clock to
left
6:16. 6:16.
Seems like they're going
Thank
to take
you.
a couple more seconds off. It'll be drained to 6 minutes and 16 seconds on the other side of this break. You're listening to the Game Above Sports Bowl on WNUR Sports. So after the clock operator winds the clock down to 6 minutes and 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Central Michigan with first and goal from the 3-yard line. Langston Lewis hauling in that last catch for 21 yards. He's up to 6 catches, ties a career high. He's had that mark twice earlier in the season, 68 yards. As Central Michigan looking to punch it in the end zone for the first time this afternoon. 34-point lead for Northwestern. Largest margin of victory that the Wildcats have had in the bowl game is just 16. Here's the snap. Labus looks left, has a man. Townsend trying to get to the end zone. He's in. It was a pass into the flat, and Townsend caught it. Central Michigan on the scoreboard, capping off a 10-play, 86-yard drive, taking up nearly 6 minutes.